Welcome to Bella's Bargains, where everything is from the Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. This is Effingham. My cow, he co-hosts with me sometimes. Hope you'll stick around and consider subscribing. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. And he said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. You guys sang that part, didn't you? Let's do one more verse. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice and he said, ready? Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. And he said, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. I don't need to sing anymore, do we? Isn't that a fun song? That's another one of those songs, like, we all remember the chorus. We all see it. Anyway, I love that. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Can't see out of my glasses this morning. Okay, listen, that song was for Phyllis. Phyllis wanted to hear that song. It's great, like, little kind of Halloween song. Anyway, you guys, hey, welcome to Bella's Bargains. My name is Amy. I'm trying to clean my glasses. So welcome to my kitchen this morning. I've already had a cup of coffee, so I'm gonna drink one of these. I get these at the Dollar Tree, of course. Hey, if you're new to the channel, stick around just a little bit. I think you might see something that you like. We have so much fun on this channel. And you should know that this channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And Bella's Bestie, say it with me. Why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1, people. $1. Oh, I just spit on myself. Good morning, Amy. I'm in a hurry. I got to go. I'm trying to get this videoed so I can upload it. I have to go. I'm working this week with my guy. I don't normally do that, but there, you know, somebody got COVID, anyway, like, it's like, and there's a couple of stores, so I'm going to go answer the phone. Hello, this is Amy. I'm going to go be a phone girl. Not in an 800 number, though. Don't be thinking that stuff, people. Okay, Phyllis, I really hope you like that song. And I have a serious request right now, you guys. We need to say prayers for one of our besties. I'm not going to give her name out because she has not yet told anybody in the family because she's waiting for her biopsy results. I sort of understand that, right? Especially when we get to our age. Like, you start to think about mortality. I'm sorry, but we do. And you don't want to worry anybody any longer than you have to. Anyway, our bestie went into ER yesterday and has to have a biopsy done. And she's asking for prayers. And she won't get her results. Or I don't know when she's going to get her results. Anyway, let's pray for her health, pray that everything comes out okay, and that it's just a scare and nothing serious. So there's prayers for our bestie. I'm not going to give you a name, and but she's one of us, so one of our little community here. Let's just hold her up the next few days, and she's going to let me know, so I will let you guys know. All right, let me just say, if you are new to the channel, all you got to do is look at the description box, and you're going to find out everything about this channel. But today you've landed on Themed Thursday, and Themed Thursday is when I do crafts with a theme, and the theme today is Happy Halloween. Well, of course it's Halloween. It was Halloween last week too. It's probably going to be Halloween next week, and then we might be getting close to being done. Before we do that, a couple things, reminders that if you're doing the subscribers challenge, I need your photos by Saturday. Thank you very much for those of you who sent them in already. If you don't know what that is, on this channel, we do a monthly subscribers challenge. It's where I give, or you guys give, we've done it both ways. This month, the challenge was a pumpkin, and all you have to do is go to the Dollar Tree and buy a pumpkin. Any pumpkin, it didn't matter what kind, decorate it however you want. The only rule is you have to use Dollar Tree supplies, and then you submit photos to me and an explanation of your creation, and then I put them all together in a video and share them all. It's like, oh, it's so much fun, and it's so much fun to see how other people create. Next month, I don't know what we're doing yet. Any ideas out there? I need ideas for next month's challenge. So pumpkins, all you that did them, please make sure you get me your stuff by Saturday so I can start putting that video together. All right. Also, we do a weekly challenge here. All you got to do is watch Tuesdays, Thursdays videos. You must be a subscriber. You must give a thumbs up. And you must make a comment on both videos. And you're entered into a drawing to win a $20 gift card. I give that away weekly. Also, we're at 971. You guys, it is moving so slow. My numbers are going up so slow right now. I don't know why that happens. But when I hit 1,000, I am giving away a $50 gift card. And of course, my guy will make his debut. Here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do for me, though. So much of what YouTube does is based on what they call a click-through rate. And so YouTube has to make money, obviously, right? You guys get that. You're watching this. It's not costing you anything. So the way YouTube makes money and then YouTubers make money is based on the advertisements. So please remember that when they come through. If you have the time and the opportunity to watch the advertisement, please do, because it absolutely helps me. So if YouTube recognizes that my channel is one where people are watching the ads, then the likelihood is that I'm gonna, I'm gonna move up in the analytics. And I'm gonna be honest, I watched the commercials because I know that that's what it's about, and I've bought stuff. They got me. Okay, yeah, it happens. It's okay. Anyway, so if you have the time, I would encourage you to do that. And the people that advertise on YouTube, that is what's supporting it. So it is kind of important. Because you're not paying for, a cable network or anything. You're getting all this entertainment on YouTube for free, basically. Except maybe watch a commercial or two. All right, should we get on to this? I made some, so good. I got to go to work. It's been a long time since I've gone off to work, but I am today. All right, let me just show you what I made. I only made 4 projects this week. First of all, because I am working this week. And second of all, I'm learning I don't need to do 17 for you every time. I have to have a life outside of this. So I'm just going to show you this and then I'll dissect it sort of. They sell these books, right? Well, they're boxes, but they're books. They're so cool. I love them. And I wanted to, find a way, like just this on its own, I think is so cool. But I used them as books. I'm going to show you right now. And I made some, I got to try and pick this up to show you. Oops, that didn't work. I made some bookends. I made bookends for these books. I think this is so cute. Here's the thing. You could do this and glue the books together, which would be really cool. And then you could add like spiders and stuff all over it and make it very cool. And I might do that like next year or something. This year I wasn't quite ready to glue them all together. But you see what I'm saying? You could glue them together and you could put spiders and cobwebs and stuff on them. So I made these bookends and I did stick a witch's hand in there. I thought that was kind of cute. Okay, I'm just going to show you what they are, because that's really what the project was the bookends. So these are those ghosts that you'll see in the video. So the ghost is normally sitting in this groove on this side, centered on the wood. I actually threw it in the microwave, heated it up, and it came right out. And then glued the witch, flipped the base over and glued the ghost on this side. I think this is so cute. I love these. I love them. So you can make them. You don't have to use them for these books. You could just use them for your own books as bookends. They're not very heavy, just FYI. So it's not like they're marble bookends that are actually going to hold the book up. They're just decorative. You could also just do them like this, just as a decorative piece. So, but I just want to say, this is that primer paint. It's the peelable primer paint that I used. And it has, I don't know if you guys can see it in here, but there's also almost like a slight texture. I don't know if it was just the bottle that I have, because I shook it and shook it and shook it and shook it and shook it. It doesn't matter. It worked. So that primer peelable stuff works. It works for a white paint. But your thing is that hot glue won't stick to it. And it's because there's something in it that makes it peelable. There's some plastic in it or something. So you have to use the cement when you're gluing things together. Anyway, I love the purple on the ghost. I love everything about this. I think it's so cute. It's fairly easy also. And if you didn't have the white primer paint to paint it, you could use an acrylic paint and paint it. Or you could just leave it the wood paint. You could, leave the ghost wood color. You could furniture marker the bottom and make it black and go that route. Would also look really good. Anyway, I hope you guys like these. Those are my little bookends. I think they're super cute. I will probably next year do a whole display using these books and like decking it out with spiders and stuff like that. I just wasn't there quite this year. All right, then the next one is leftover parts. I just realized my sinus. So last week I made the potion bottles. I had 2 of these signs and they had hanging bottles on them, and I took those off, put them back to back to make little stand-up decorations. And then I had this part of the sign left over. So this is just a culmination of things. And this is really for above my bar. Yeah. Okay, this had like a cross thing on the top of it. Can somebody tell me what, is it like, I don't know. I'm not sure what it was, like a Dracula coffin or something. Anyway, I just cut off the sides and made it look like a bottle. I think that works. And these are just little bottles, and I threw paint in them just to give them, I can't see what I'm doing, just to make them, you know, colorful, look like they were full of potions. And then I'm here for the booze, which is a wine glass thing, and I put it on there. I think this is cute. It's just for above my bar as a Halloween decoration. So that's, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys like this. Okay, I think we're done with that. Let's move on. I'm here for the booze. No, not quite yet, because it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. So, for my energy latte. I am stopping at a Dollar Tree on my way to work, though. I told him, I was like, okay, so what time do I have to be there? And I'm like, but I need to go to the Dollar Tree because I don't have any food for Foodie Friday. I don't. I'm actually out. I've actually depleted my Foodie Friday supply. So I have to go do that on my way. All right. This one, you guys, sometimes I have an idea and then I execute it and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty darn cute. Okay, so this is the Pick Your Poison. This is the other one that I had. So, you know, I love to use leftover parts, right? So I just flipped it around, colored it black. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil, my little skeletons. Come on, don't you just love, why is this guy turning around? Stop turning around, go the right way. Anyway, it doesn't matter because it would hang on a wall, so they would all go this way. Look, come on. That, isn't it cute? I love this. I love this. I think it's so cute. It was fairly simple. If you didn't have, any one of the signs from the Dollar Tree or one of their wood planks would work for doing this. This is just one of the 2 little ornamental things, and I picked it just because it had the skeleton, and I love these. I think they're really cool, so I keep trying to use them in crafts. Anyway, this is one of my favorite things. But although what I'm showing you next, I'm not sure. I'm torn between the 2. I don't know. Anyway, it's so cute. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. I can't get it to hang up here, can I? Maybe I can. And then I just did the beware on there because that seemed appropriate for some reason. Will you stay right there? Maybe. There we go. Anyway, I got to hang it in my house as soon as I'm done with this video, as it's going up. All right, the last thing that I made, I talked about this, and so many of you on your comments from Saturday's haul, I think it was, were like, can't wait to see the witch gnome, because I think that's where I bought the Ghoulie green nose thing, was on Saturday's haul. And I was like, I'm going to make a witch gnome. Oh, then I think it was Rita. Rita, maybe you messaged me and you were like, oh, I can't wait to see the witch gnome. And I had this other witch gnome that I thought about doing, which would have been a stand-up one. And anyway, in the end, I ended up making the wall hanging witch gnome, and I'm so happy I did. And it came out, it's so cute. This was all because I saw that polyurethane, whatever it is, that plastic rope stuff in the black. And I was like, that would make great witch's hair. And it does, you guys. Check this out. See her little feet in there? Wait, she got little legs in there and her little shoes. This is like the best witch's hair, isn't it? And the little nose that I took off. The only thing, the nose probably could have been a little bit bigger, but it's fine, it works. And this is the galvanized, and just running that ribbon through there, how cute is that? It finishes it off. So it's hard to see this because we're putting it against colors, but this is just 2 elements. It's the wood, which is supposed to hang upside down, the witch's feet coming out of the cauldron. You'll see in the video. I love this. I can't wait to hang this up. I think it's super cute. I haven't seen a witch's gnome like this. I've seen, you know, they're making witches, but they're using a regular gnome nose. I think it's funny to use like this little witch nose. So now I'm going to be on the hunt all year when I'm going in there, I'm going to be looking for things that I can make a witch's nose out of. So I really started thinking about it, and I was like, gosh, I could definitely make a witch's nose. The little plastic balls that they have that I've used them to make, I don't know, they call them a vase filler, but they're the styrofoam ones that if you open it, they go everywhere. But those would make great little warts, and they come in a green on a nose. So I'll be on the lookout for something. Anyway, I still think she's cute with her little witch's nose right here. Don't you love her? And by the way, I didn't cut this super short, but obviously you could cut this hair a little bit shorter so you could see more of the shoes if you wanted. I didn't. I was like, let me just hang her up, because when it's hanging up on a wall, you can see the shoes, because now you're against, like, watch. See how, because, I don't know if that's close enough. Because now that you're against something, you can see the cutout of the shoes. Anyway, you guys, I think she's adorable. I'm super happy with her, and I haven't seen anybody else do this. So, well, most of my things I don't see anybody else do. Okay, there you go. Those are the crafts for today, you guys. I hope you guys love those. Now we're going to give you a video showing you how I made those, and I'll walk you through all that. Pretty simple. I got to say, on this one, and I talk about it on my voiceover, I made mistakes on this one. So I tell you how to do it right. So listen for that if you want to make this. By the way, it was fairly simple, but just listen. I made a few mistakes, which were correctable. It all came out fine, but I tell you, if you're going to do it, do it this way. All right. So that's it. By the way, at the end of this video, if you're interested, there's a video of Boji. I know it's not my black cat, and I know this was Halloween, but I had to put it in there. Something's wrong with Boji. Don't let him hear me. He's being nice, and I don't know why. Anyway, so maybe because his hair is growing back. I'm not sure. So that's included in the video. And what else was I going to say? If you're still here right now, give me anything related to witches. Or a gnome. A gnome would be good too. Do they even have gnome emojis? Do they have gnome emoji? Let's try that again. Do they have gnome emojis? I don't know, but I know they have witches ones. So if you're still here, and then at the end, please tell me which one is your favorite. I love it when you guys do that, and it's funny because I'm always curious if it's going to end up being the same one as I love. I actually like all my projects this week, but I think the skeletons might be my favorite, although the witch is really cool. So let me know which one is yours. I'm also working heavily on wedding invitations. The first wedding invitation went out yesterday, so it's official. Now, I told them we can't back out. Now, these people bought plane tickets to come to the wedding. Oh my God. Now we have to have it. Anyway, so that's rolling along. I'll give you more on that next week. And that's it for now, you guys. Watch the video. I hope you enjoy it. And as always, you know, have a great day, great week, a great life. And from your singing crafty from your singing crafty crafter, is that right? Wow, why'd that sound wrong? From your singing crafty crafter, happy hunting at your local Dollar Tree. I'm headed there now. Enjoy the rest of the video. And I love you guys, besties. I'll see you tomorrow for Foodie Friday. Yeah? Yes. Bye, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, watch your advertisements. This is the leftover portion of a sign. Last week I made the little potion bottles out of what was hanging off the sign. So I'm just going to flip it around and use the back side of that. So this is one of the little, they came in a 2-pack, these little sort of Halloween ornaments. I love them. And these are new this year, I'm pretty sure, these skeletons. I love these guys. So I'm going to make a see, hear, speak no evil sign with them. First, I'm just going to take, this is a Jot permanent marker. They come in a 3-pack. They're my new favorite thing. I usually use furniture markers, but you only get one black one in a pack, and I use more black than I do any other color on those. So I've just gone to using these Jot permanent markers, and they work great. Look at how fast and easy this is versus I could have painted it with chalk paint, but this is a lot easier in my opinion. But you could use chalk paint. And also you'll see it almost gives it like a wood grain when I just go the same way with that permanent marker, by the way. I just keep going the same way. So I'm just going to take the ribbon off of this little skeleton Happy Halloween sign. Obviously go around the edges of that one to finish it off. And then I think I also did the back side of this just in case it, no I didn't. Okay, well that's good. Now I'm going to take my 3 skeletons and there we go. Gluing it over his eyes, so that's C. Then this was a little hard to do because I had to get the joints sort of, or the, you know, in the right place to hold them there. And I wanted this sign to be able to hang on a wall, so I needed to make sure that it wasn't too far back, that it would hang on the wall. Like if the hands were too far back, it was going to be a problem. And then the speak, it's just getting these in the right position. I think this is really funny, by the way. And I did nothing to the skeletons. You know, all I did was glue their hands in place. I didn't paint them. I didn't furniture marker them. I didn't anything. And then I put a bow tie on each one. So you have an orange, a purple, and what's the other color? A black, I think. Anyway, I think this is super cute, and it was so easy. There's already the 3 holes in the sign because it had the potion bottles on it before. So all I'm going to do now is just hot glue the skeleton, the knots from their hangy thing. I'm going to hot glue it onto the spot where there was something in there before, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And then add that beware sign, and oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this. I really like this. I'm keeping it. I think this is supposed to be a coffin with a cross on top of it. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, I saw it like as a potion bottle. So I'm going to use that wood piece. These are some window clings. I'm going to cut some portions out of that. I have the other pick your poison portion of that sign that I dissected last week. And one of these long black signs that they have now with the pumpkin cut out. And also one of the transfers that says, I'm here for the booze. Anyway, I'm going to put all these elements together to make a cute sign that says, pick your poison. So first I start, this is a mahogany furniture marker. FYI, I cut off the sides and the top of that. Did you notice it where it was like a cross? I cut those off. Sorry, didn't get it on film. And now I'm just coloring in this whole, what I see as a bottle. And I am doing front and back because it's going to glue partially onto the sign, and then the back side would be seen if you turned it around because of that apple cut. I don't know. Anyway, I just colored both sides. How about that? So after I get that all done, and did I say it was mahogany because the furniture marker that I use is mahogany, but it doesn't matter. You could use any. Then I'm outlining, obviously, that black on the sign. It's a little wet there because I had cleaned the sign off. Had a lot of glitter on it. So I'm just outlining it just to finish the edges on this. And now I'm going to start putting this together, outlining that pick your poison sign. And I'm going to use this sign. I'm not flipping it over. I'm actually going to use the pick your poison sign. I'm filling in the holes, and I'm just using a little bit of hot glue to fill them in, and then I'll just take the permanent marker and color them black after that dries. So cutting out poison because this is going to go on my bottle here, and then still filling holes in. See, when you fill them with glue and then you can go back over with the permanent marker, it works fine. Then I'm going to cut out these bottles. A little tedious, but it works great. And these are window clings, so they're not going to stick on like I would stick a sticker on.
I'm going to use Mod Podge, but just on the back side, like a glue, basically. And when I put these bottles on, I wanted to do the skeleton one in the front. Like, I don't know why, but I did. All right. So then I'm going to take some jute twine. I wrapped the neck of the bottle here and just finish that off just to give it a little, I don't know, I like the look. I'm not sure why I used jute twine, but I did. And then again, these are window clings, so I have to Mod Podge the back of them to like glue them down. It works perfectly. It just works really well. But I suppose you could just use regular glue. I always go to Mod Podge. I don't know why, but I do. So, and then I think I just wiped them off a little bit just to make sure there was no excess glue on the front of that. And then I'm going to put down the poison sign, same way. Use some Mod Podge and put that down. I actually think this came out so cute. That on its own is a great little decoration, FYI. I could have put a stumbling block behind it and it could have been all on its own. It could have stood like that. Now I'm taking 3 little bottles, these little bottles they sell with the corks in them, and I have tempera paint. The purple one has some sparkles in it. The orange one is just really bright, and then a gold one. I was trying to stick with the colors that we're already representing here, right? So purple, orange, and the goldish yellow. I'm putting a bead of hot glue around the cork where it joins the bottle to help secure that. And gluing that on. Notice not straight, that's at a slight angle. And then I'm looking for some stickers because I was thinking about putting something on the top of that bottle. I didn't end up doing that. But what I want to say here is I filled in the 3 bottom holes on this Pick Your Poison sign. And now I'm going to glue it down. The reason they're filled in, if I had tied the bottles onto those holes, it would have put a gap between where the 2 signs were glued together. So I ended up just gluing the knots onto where those positions were. So I put a little string on it and make a little loop, have a knot, and then I just glued it onto there. I didn't tie it because, of course, that would have pulled the sign away. And we didn't really show it, but I've already added the element that says I'm here for the booze. So I want you to notice something. See, there's jute twine on the bottle, right? The wood bottle. There's jute twine joining the 3 little bottles that are Pick Your Poison. And then I'm going to take some jute twine and add it to the side of the sign. I still have some room left on it. So I pulled out some ghosts. I didn't like the way those ghosts looked. So instead, I go for the jute twine. Now this element is on multiple places on the sign, which makes it fit in. And then I had some stickers. These were cute little potion bottle stickers. I added them. I don't think it's really necessary. I did. I don't really have a use for them, so I thought, why not? I hope you guys like this one too.
So these are the boxes that are the books, and I'm going to take these 2 ghosts and make them bookends for this stack of Halloween books. A couple things. I'm going to have to remove it out of here, flip this over, and put it on one side. Otherwise, I can't put the books on top of the ledge right here. And then also I need to spray paint them, and so I'm going to use the peelable primer, but it's a white that it's the new paints that they have at the Dollar Tree. And so I'm going to go out and spray paint these 2 with that. But first I'm going to dissect these if I can. And I'm going to do that by putting it in the microwave and seeing if I can heat up that the glue right there. We'll see. And 30 seconds in the microwave, and yes, those pulled apart. So that was super nice. Now I'm just using some wood glue and some hot glue now I flipped the stand upside down so that I didn't have the crease in it, and then glued these to the back side so that becomes the bookend part, right? And then I took them outside and I spray paint them. I didn't put that in here. It's just spray painting, right? Now I'm dissecting this witch ghoul thing.
because I want the purple net that's on here, and I'm going to use the nose from this for something later on. So I dissect it, I get the purple, I don't know what you call this stuff, like crepe, I don't know. Anyway, it's Halloween-y mesh stuff. But I thought it would look really cool to put it over the ghosts. And it does. I really liked how this looked. I just played with it a little bit. I only really tacked a little tiny bit of glue on the back just to sort of keep it in its spot. And then after I did that, I had this element of, on the bottom, the shelf part where I could put some stuff. I'm like, okay, so what do I want to put there? And so I just started looking around at everything that I had in Halloween. In the end, I did get out some of the skeletons, and the skeletons that I pull out are actually the ones that are, there's 4 of them in a package, and they're a garland package. So I ended up using those. I tried some of the pumpkins. It just didn't, for me, it didn't look right. I also took a witch's hand and put it into one of these books. I was thinking about putting some more stuff on the books and gluing them all together. You absolutely could do that. I didn't in the end, but that is a choice. I wanted to keep the books so that I could still use them if I wanted to use them for something else. So now I'm just going to add the skeletons. By the way, I hot glued them down. That does not work on this paint. So after I hot glued them down, they came up. I ended up using like the cement bond stuff from the Dollar Tree, the super glue stuff, and glued them down because the hot glue did not work. It doesn't stick on that peelable paint stuff. And I think these are so cute. I love them.
Let's make a witch gnome. So I have the galvanized witch's hat, and this is a wood, you know, a wood thing. And it is, I mean, it's cute because it would be upside down. Normally you would do it painted this like she fell into her own cauldron, but I just want her feet. And it works as a great base for gluing the hat onto to make a wall hanging gnome. So I'm gonna attach these. This is gonna be, this poly rope is gonna be my witch's hair. And then this little thing, which I've already dissected, was a flying goblin thing. And I took it apart the other day. I used some purple, actually it's on this video, I think, for my bookends. And now I'm gonna try and get this nose off. So it seems to be, there's a joint here. It was put onto the face separately. And I want just the nose. The head is too big to use because this is gonna be like a wall hanging gnome. Anyway, so hey, we got our nose. So that's my gnome nose. Is gonna be the witch hat. I don't know what to do with this now. Anyway, we'll use it for something else. And then I have some witch's hands. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use these because I feel like they're not the same green. So I don't know. Anyway, they're out here. We'll see. Let's just get this party going.
I have to say, first of all, I made a lot of mistakes while doing this. It came out great, but I want you guys to learn from what I did wrong here. So first, I did remove that one portion of that, which of course I put into my stash. And then I glued the hat down, and I'm like, wait, what are you doing, Amy? You have to put the hair down first. So I quickly take the hat off. And then I color in the shoes. I just used, again, that Jot permanent marker, colored the shoes in, made them all black. Then I decided to color the buckles. And just so you know, what I colored the buckles with was a permanent, I mean, not a permanent, a glitter marker. You'll find them in the Jot area. There's like 5 colors in there or something. They work amazing. I've used them on so many things. So that's what this is. It's a glitter marker. And we'll be buying more when I find them. So then I measured how long the hair down from there was. Okay, here's my big mistake. I start to glue hair up here, and I'm like, wait, Amy. It's not going to cover. Like, I have to put, rows of hair in. So I start just cutting all of my things the same length. Now, you could do this measuring each length on each row. I just decided that I wanted sort of a really wild hair, and these have a permanent like curl in them because the twine was wound up, right? So I just cut them all the same, and I was like, I'll trim afterwards. Now here's my not fatal, because it worked out in the end, but my mistake is here. I'm just gluing hair. And I realized as I untwined it, I can see the wood behind it, and I don't want that, right? So then I stop here, and the look is going to be exactly what I want. I'm loving this, right? But I realized that I need to stop, and I'm going to need to paint the legs and also paint the background the black. So if you want to make this, completely paint or color your wood form and then do your hair from the bottom going up, okay? I didn't do that. I did this in all wacky stages and not the right ones. So learn from my mistake. First, totally color your wood thing. Now I'm going to go back. I'm going to color in the legs, which I have to because I can still see them somewhat behind the hair. In the end, you actually really can't see them too much, but it's okay. And then I decided to give this witch like St. Patrick's legs. I'm like, why did I go with green? I guess because of the nose. I do green and yellow. It totally looks like a leprechaun right there. Those are the same legs they use on their leprechaun things. Don't kid ourselves. So I was trying to throw in some purple. It doesn't matter because when it's all said and done, we really can't see the legs, and you'll see in the end here. Then I go through, and now I have to like piece through to paint or to marker all of this to get it to be black. So just don't make that mistake. Do it first, and it would have been so much easier. I'm in there trying to dab in all of the areas where I've already put hair. It's fine. It worked out, but learn from my mistake. Do completely cover your wood thing in marker, paint, whatever you're going to do, and then start assembling. The other thing that I did was I cut my pieces pretty long. Look at how much further I am over the legs down there. Because I started measuring at the top first. So I have a lot that I cut off of this string in the end, and I'm slightly short when I get up to where I've got to glue the hat. So just be really wary. Maybe have a second roll of this twine available. I didn't. I only had the one roll of it. But look at how incredibly cool this hair ends up looking. It looks like witch's hair. I mean, it's perfect. I haven't seen anybody else use this for witch's hair, but maybe I've missed it. I don't know. I also haven't seen anybody make a witch's gnome quite like this. So I hope you guys really like this. So there's just a lot of unwinding of the rope after you glue it down, and yeah, but so be it. I just continue adding my hair going on up and trying to figure out like where can I put the hat. I think I ended up doing 5 rows of hair like this, or rope, or whatever. And then in the end here, see that very top one? I didn't need that one up there, so I pulled it off because the hat's going to cover it. I still colored that in there just in case. And this is where, in the very center, I really needed a little bit more twine. I just ended up cutting some of the longer pieces, cutting a few of them off, and filling in right there, which was totally fine. It worked great. This all looks so good in the end. I'm so happy with it. Even with all the mistakes, it came out perfect. And if you guys make this, it's fairly simple. And you'll love it. But watch. So I just start cutting off, and I'm taking some of those longer pieces and using them to fill in that one little area. By the way, this was very willy-nilly how I trimmed it because it's a witch. I think it's, going to be kind of sloppy. So I'm filling in that last little bit there, and of course, we're going to put a nose on there. I first put the hat on and then put my nose, which I do right here. So get that, pop that hat on, isn't that, it just like, suddenly, it looks so complete. It's kind of funny. And then, isn't that hair amazing? And then I get my little gnome nose, and I'm like, you know, got to get it up there by the hat. It could have been a little bit bigger. This is okay. I was just using what I had, right? It's still really good. I love it. Also, afterwards, I did trim a little bit more so that I could see the shoes when they're hanging on the wall, just a peek of the shoes. And this is personal preference, I guess, on how you want it to look. And then I thought it was missing something, so I just wove a little piece of ribbon through there, the ribbon that had the witch's hat on it. I thought that was cute, and it's really colorful, and it adds, you know, a little, I don't know, block of color there. Isn't it so cute? I love my wall hanging witch's gnome. I hope you guys like it too.
Are you just laying in Daddy's arms, Bougie? How come you like Daddy more than Mommy? I know, but you do. You're being so nice right now. Marcus, they can see your hairy chest. It's hard to tell the difference between Boji and you. Boji Bear, do you love Daddy? You do. Listen to you purr. You're so funny, Bo. Biting. See him biting? He bites. Why do you bite like that, Boji? Why? Why do you bite, Boji Bear? Boji. You're so happy right now, huh? You just like boys better than girls. Don't look at you. Close your eyes. Go night-night. Yeah, the babies. Nope, he's gonna bite. He's gonna bite. You gonna bite? Did he leave that mark on your arm right there? It's a bite. Wait, okay, I'm gonna try and pet him. Hey. Wanna let Mama pet you? You're a pretty boy. Hmm? Pretty boy. Are you a pretty boy, Boji Bear? Boji Bear is pretty boy. Hmm? Oh, I don't know what's happened to you lately. Did Daddy put you on medication and I don't know? Okay. Say bye, Boji. Boji, say goodbye. Say goodbye. I think you're just a really good actor these days. Huh? Oh, did you see the bite? See, why do you do that? There again. Why are you biting? I think it's because you stopped petting. So then he bites.